Hello, friends. Welcome to our new session, Plus 2 Commerce, Chapter 8, Security Exchange Board of India, SEBI. We'll start from choose the correct answers. Security Exchange Board of India was first established in the year 1992. The headquarters of SEBI is Bombay. In which year SEBI was constituted as a regulator of capital market in India? 1988. Registering and controlling the functioning of collective investment scheme as mutual funds. SEBI is empowered by the finance minister to nominate dash members on the governing body of every stock exchange. 3 members. The process of converting physical shares. Once again, I repeat, the process of converting physical shares into electronic form is called dematerialization. Trading is dematerialized shares commenced on the NSE is December 1996. Dash was the first company to trade its shares in demat form, that is Reliance Industry. Dash enables small investors to participate in the investment on share capital of large companies, that is mutual fund. PAN stands for permanent account number. Now we'll move on to very short answer. First question, write a short note on SEBI. SEBI means Security and Exchange Board of India. It was established in 1988 by Indian government but got the statutory power in 1992. So, it was established in 1988 but he got powers in 1992. That is a short note on SEBI. The full form of SEBI is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Write any 2 objectives of SEBI. This has been asked in quarterly or half-yearly examination in 2019-20. That is 2 objectives: regulation of stock exchange, protection to the investors. What is demat account? Just now I studied in the 1 mark demat account. First, it has been started by the Reliance Industry. But what do you mean by demat account? A demat account holds all the shares that are purchased in electronic or dematerialized form. Basically, a demat account is to shares what a bank account is to money. That is known as demat account. With the help of internet, we can purchase and sell the shares. And with the help of bank, we can purchase and sell the shares. Next one, 4th question. Mention the headquarters of SEBI. SEBI has its headquarters at the business district of Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai and has northern, eastern, southern and western regional offices in New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Ahmedabad respectively. So they are all the headquarters of SEBI. What are the various ID proofs required? PAN card, voter ID, passport, driving license, bank attestation, ID returns, electricity bill, telephone bill, ID cards with applicant photo issued by the central or state government and its departments. These are all the ID proofs. Whenever they are asking anyone from you, give the ID proof. So these are all the ID proof. In the exam, they can ask what are the various ID proofs. So you have to write this ID proof. Everyone, those who are paying income tax, everyone having PAN card. So PAN card, voter ID, passport, driving license, everything you have one photo. That is the important proof. Bank copy, bank passbooks copy, everything is very important. That is ID proof. Now we move on to next question. What is meant by dematerialization? Dematerialization is the process by which physical share certificates of an investor. Who is investor? Public. So, physical share certificate of an investor are taken back by the company, registrar and destroyed. Then an equivalent number of securities in the electronic form are credited to the investor's account with his depository participant. That is known as dematerialization. So the company will take back the shares and destroy the shares, and they will give or deposit credit the investor's account. That is known as dematerialization. Now, what are the documents required for a demat account? You need to submit proof of identity and address along with the passport size photograph and the account opening form. Only photocopies of the documents are required for submission, but originals are also required for verification. So they want Xerox copy only, but original copy only for the verification. Proof of identity. So what are the proofs? PAN card, voter ID, passport, driving license, bank attestation, IT returns, electricity bill, telephone bill, ID cards with applicant photo issued by the central or state government and its departments. Proof of address. What is the proof of address? If anyone is asking you, give me the address proof. So what proof you are giving? Ration card, passport, voter ID card, driving license, bank passbook or bank statement, verified copies of electricity bill, etc. These are all the things you are giving as bank address proof. So next question, third question. The third question is, what is the power of SEBI? What is the power of SEBI under Security Contract Act? What is the power of SEBI under the Securities Contract Act? For effective regulation of stock exchange, the Ministry of Finance issued a notification on 13th September 1994 delegating several of its powers under the Securities Contract Act to SEBI. SEBI is also empowered by the Finance Minister to nominate 3 members on the governing body of every stock exchange. So, these are all the powers of SEBI. Now, what is meant by insiders trading? Insiders trading. Insider trading means the buying and selling of securities by directors, promoters, etc., who have access to some confidential information about the company and wish to take advantages of his confidential information. This affects the interest of the general investors and is essential to check this tendency. Many steps have been taken to check insider trading through the medium of the SEBI. So up to this, over this chapter, last question, fifth one, draw the organization structure of SEBI. Short answer, last question. Organization structure of SEBI. Structure means you have to draw a diagram only. In the center, you have to write director, then additional director, joint director, left hand side, then deputy director, from additional director, deputy director, assistant director, section officer, technical director or joint director, deputy director, assistant director, technical assistant. So this is the organization structure of SEBI. This has been asked in the AFL examination previously. Now we'll move on to long answer. Now, first one, long answer. What are the functions of SEBI? What are the functions of SEBI? Safeguarding the interest of investors. Safeguarding the interest of investors by means of adequate education and guidance. Adequate education and guidance. Regulating and controlling the business on stock markets. Third point, barring insider trading in securities. Point D, prohibiting deceptive and unfair methods used by financial intermediaries operating in securities markets. Registering and controlling the function of stockbrokers, sub-brokers, share transfer agents, bankers, etc. SEBI regulates mergers and acquisitions as a way to protect the interest of investors. Registering and controlling the functioning of collective investment schemes such as mutual funds. Now we'll move on to next question. Very important essay. Explain the powers of SEBI. Explain the powers of SEBI. Powers relating to stock exchange and intermediaries. It can ask information from the stock exchange and intermediaries regarding their business transaction for inspection or scrutiny and other purpose. So they can check all the records. These are the powers of SEBI. Power to impose monetary penalties. SEBI has been empowered to impose monetary penalties on capital market, intermediaries and other participants for a range of violations. So they can impose penalty also if you are not doing the work properly. Power to initiate. Action in functions assigned can introduce specific rules for the protection of interest of investors. Power to regulate insider trading. SEBI has power to regulate insider trading or can regulate the function of merchant bankers. So they have power to regulate trading. Powers under Security Contract Act. For effective regulation of stock exchange, the Ministry of Finance issued a notification on 13th September 1994 delegating several of its powers under the Securities Contract Regulation Act to SEBI. SEBI is also empowered by the Finance Minister to nominate Finance Ministry to nominate 3 members on the governing body of every stock exchange. Sixth point, power to regulate business of stock exchanges. SEBI is also empowered to regulate the business of stock exchanges. Intermediaries associated with the securities market as well as mutual funds. Fraudulent and unfair trade practices relating to securities and regulation of acquisition of shares and takeovers of companies. So these are the points. Next, what are the benefits of dematerialization? The risk pertaining to physical certificates like loss, theft, forgery, and damage are eliminated completely with a demat account. So no one can do a fraud. The lack of paperwork enables quicker transaction and higher efficiency in trading. Trading has become more convenient as one can trade through computers at any location without the need of visiting a broker. The shares that are created through mergers and consolidation of companies are created automatically in the demat account. As all the transactions occur through the depository participant, a trader does not have to communicate individually with each and every company. There is no need for stamp duty for transfer of securities. This brings down the cost of transaction significantly. Certain banks also permit holding of both equity and debt securities in single account. So up to this, our eighth chapter is completed.